Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to Clumsy Trucking. Happy Thanksgiving to our friends in the US. How has your Thanksgiving unfolded? Is that the word? How's everyone doing? Thanks for joining, guys. We have quite a few folks in chat. Sorry, we're a few minutes late. Some last minute preps. Never gets easy. But thanks for waiting. Hey AK, how are you, man? How's it going? Hey Miguel, Justin, glad you guys could join. Super thank you for the resub. Happy lurking, man. Thank you for 15 months, goodness. And for the continued support in Patron. Amazing stuff. Happy Thanksgiving, Tom. Hey Kiwi. Hey Patrick, fancy seeing you here. Long time no see. Hey Chi, no worries man, lurk away, hope you are feeling better. Hey Math, hope you find the mods list useful. Let us know if you need help with anything in there, if you're looking for something specific. Caso, a long time no see man, how's it been? Pretty late there, isn't it? Let's see, hey Alex. Yes, excited for the farm? Sorry, couldn't come back in Jack's stream. Had to prepare when I went back. Grey Dog, happy Thanksgiving, man. How's your Thanksgiving been? There we go. The farmer himself, Yar Jack. How's the farm holding up? How did that snow that winter? Did it ruin the crops? I wasn't there when it happened anymore. Bit hectic. Yeah, it's a bit spammy in Discord, guys. I saw all the pings. And I think what I saw was like a light version of it. Because apparently there was a whole spam wall in the Bromance channel. Goodness. You guys get busy. How's it going? Hey Thor, thanks for joining. How are things? Are you on the road? Hey, 9 months AK, goodness, thank you for that. Came out of nowhere. Thank you for 9 months. Appreciate it. Don't want to talk about it. He cheated. How so? That's why I didn't want to talk. You parked in Oslo. It's snowing in the mountains. Goodness, stay safe, stay safe. I can imagine in Norway it's pretty much winter already, the vibes, huh? Goodness. Keep safe, man. And whenever you can take some photos and share with us, we would gladly appreciate it. So how has your Thanksgiving been? Did everyone have turkey? Is that a thing? I guess so, right? The turkey population just went down a bunch during this time of the year. Week after week. Thanks for the kind words, Super. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the continuous, constant support. Winter is coming indeed. Hey, blah. Yar. How's FH5? You guys enjoying that one? I'm seeing the photos in Discord. And I am enjoying the eye candy. Too bad I cannot participate. But I am enjoying the share. So thank you for sharing. Let's go and start a game here. Turkeys running for their lives, exactly. Exactly. That looks okay-ish, I think. There we go, okay. Nice, so what mods do we have, really? Not a lot of mods today. Well, not a lot of new mods, but we still have 111 mods in this main profile. Main things are we are hauling with the Mac Stepdeck by Bart today. Thanks to Alex for informing me about this. There is a Christmas special for Bart. Now that Thanksgiving is almost in the rear view mirror, next one to look at is Christmas, and here is Bart entering the picture. There are new cargo options, or there is a new cargo option. Nice Christmas treat where you can actually deliver Christmas trees using this trailer. So that's what we have. I found a job that starts off in Bralorne, in one of the new areas in ProMods Canada. And also, I wanted to try this out. I bought this during Zeemod still has the Black Friday sale, so I went ahead and bought this Cummins Big Cam. I'm actually not sure how it sounds. I've never tried it, so we'll see if I like it. But it being Zeemods, I am hoping for good stuff. What else do we have? I'm just going to scroll here for anyone who's interested in the load order. Although, be forewarned, this is not really ideal load order, okay? You have the immersive symbols in here now. The late autumn, which has been modified to remove the climate files, to remove that reddish tint, yeah? All the sound modes from Zeemod. Goodness, look at all those. All those are from Zeemods. And then the trucks. Might be a bit too fast if someone is looking for that. And then trailers at the bottom. And then of course we have ProMods Canada here. And Reforma as well. Ooh, red! For the folks with OCD, that will be a bit hard to swallow. There we go. Clumpy, get out of here. Cummins Big Cam sounds good. Okay, great to hear, great to hear. As always, I cannot distinguish them normally, but I can at least tell if it's good or not for my ears. Only one red mod? Really? As long as you don't see the console, right? I'll open the console for the OCD guys. One is too many. How about the red lines? Anyone want to wager on that? How many red lines you get? Goodness, this cup doesn't want me to drink the coffee. I don't know why it happens. Some kind of suction error. Like the pressure, I don't know the science behind it, but sometimes it just doesn't want to. Okay, that time it worked. Okay, give me a second guys, there we go. So, we're going with the John Ruda 389 with Silly Panda paint job in here. Last time we were with the red paint job from Silly Panda. This time it's the green one. It's part of his... what's that called? It's in the mods list as always under paint job. Silly Panda. And I think it's perfect because we're hauling Christmas trees and I actually got it already. And we are starting off here on this side in Bralorne. You guys remember this? And I want to drive through the straighter path this time here because what it wants me to do is go through the shorter route, which makes sense. But I do still want to go through this part of the road here. Right there, so I wanted to go through that way. Alright. And I do need to stop by a mechanic. So maybe we can stop by Merit in here. Just repair. Because the truck and trailer are not in a good shape. Let's just say I had a teleporting issue. Might have smashed into some trailers along the way. And yeah, let me show you how much damage we have. Is this something we can do here? Yeah. Can you see that? Not as much, huh? Yeah, let me show you later. Hey Arianas, how's it going? Difference between different levels on Patron. The main difference is the... Ooh, that's noisy. But there's the Christmas trees you can see behind. Right, pretty interesting looking. And our damage, yeah, there doesn't look very good. 13 and 11. So let's hope that the engine holds up. Also, let me lower the volume of the world sounds a bit so we can hear the engine better. Where is it? World sounds volume. Is it that one? If I just mute that for now, I'll bring it back later after the engine is on. So the Patron options, there we go. Now it's quiet. The main difference is in the $1 and $3 thing. If you want to be included in the exclusive posts for Patreon, I would recommend $3 and up. But beyond that, there's not much difference. Yeah, it's mainly what you are willing to provide but you can go as low as $3 and you would get mostly the same benefits. Nice paint job, thanks to Silly Panda. Alright, let's hear the Cummins Big Cam. Christmas trees look like asparagus. They do, don't they? And they do look a bit small. Or is that just in like relative to how big the truck is maybe? It kind of struggled a bit there. It almost didn't want to start. Maybe because of all the punishment I've been giving it. They are wrapped. Right, I guess they would flare out when you unwrap them, right? But the length, don't they seem a bit short? I don't know. Or do they also like combine with each other? Sounds pretty good to me, pretty bassy. I like it. They're for the hobbits. Alright, let's get our speed in there. Looking good. Hey, Alan. Rex is still not facing us. I don't know why. Yeah, Alan looks like he found an even comfier spot there. Bit of cushioning. Nice. Morning to start the drive. Oh, and let me bring back the world sounds and maybe tone it down a bit. It did sound a bit too loud a while ago, right? 1 second. World sounds there and there. And just to show the entire route, so we're going through the new areas in ProMods Canada 1.1 was it? Remind me of the version number. I so many version numbers from different modes. I can't remember anymore. And then we'll hop on to Washington, Oregon, and yes, for a change, going to California this time. Not sure if I'll regret that part, but we'll give it a chance for a change. I haven't been to the West Coast in a long time. Speaking of West Coast, maybe we could travel on the west side so it's a bit more interesting. Like that. I'm actually not sure if we can finish all of this in one go. There you go. That might work better. So it's a bit more scenic. It lengthened the trip though. So we'll have to see. Yeah, and maybe we travel all the way here on the west side. Yeah, something like that maybe could work. Yeah, I think I like that. It's 2963 kilometers. We'll see how that is in miles. When we cross over to Washington, I'll change the unit of measure. 1651, there you go, thank you. Is it shown in the overlay? Did it change when I changed the GPS routing? Oh, I like the build-up of the engine, the RPM. As we are in the lower range, it gets very bassy, doesn't it? Overlay shows it 33 hours. I'm not sure if we can finish in one stream, but we will do our best. Very nice. So Cummins Big Cam. Anyone familiar with this engine? Where is this used usually? Is it like I think this was recorded on a Peterbilt. I can't remember the actual model, 377 or something like that. Does such a thing exist? But is it usually used for heavy hauls or whatnot? The biggest engine, the strongest engine I could find was a 500 horsepower one. So it might not be used for super heavy stuff. Ooh, I like the sound of that. My goodness, look at that view. I think we'll still be in for a lot of photos today, guys. I am saying sorry in advance for the photo studio haters. Because here we will be taking our first shot right on that bridge. Got a donation. Hey, yeah, indeed. Thank you for letting me know, Alex. Goodness. Thank you for becoming a Patreon, actually. Why don't I have a notification for that? SGD 450. Goodness, thank you. Becoming a patron. I'll thank you better later. But yes, I'll thank you personally later. Thanks for that. Did it appear in the chat window? How did you see that, Alex? Let's take a photo here. So I want to take a photo of those mountains. This is 500 horsepower, I think. This is the strongest I could find for this engine. Purple to Cyan Gang. Twitch icons are nice but not that necessary. Awesome. Awesome. Thanks, Arianus. Was that you? Became a patron? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. On your stream window. Oh, so the alert did appear in the... next to my face. It just didn't have a sound, so I missed it. Thank you for letting me know. Man, that looks good. One with the trees. I'm not sure if the trees will be happy with me though. So 1 second, guys. These Christmas trees that are being hauled like this, these are real trees, I'm assuming? Or are these the fake ones? You know, I've never had a Christmas tree that was real. You know, the Christmas trees that we put up every Christmas in the house. And I've never had one that's real. They're all the plastic kind. It's only recently that I knew that there was such an option. That you could have them like delivered to your house. And then they would get picked up after a week or after a couple of weeks. Didn't know there was such a thing. Goodness. And the people I know who tried it have been saying that it's great because it kind of smells like you kind of can smell the pine tree and whatnot. That gives you that Christmas vibes. Those would be the real trees. Ah, I see. Would make sense because we are in a forest and everything, right? There is nothing like the smell of a real Christmas tree. I see. That's a good point, Miguel. I haven't coded it in yet. So for now, we'll have to take a manual count. But let's do that, yes. We need a nice name for it. So let's count that as 1. So I'm not sure how happy these pine trees will be with me after I am hauling all of their brothers the back of my trailer. So if a tree falls on top of us at any point in the trip, we'll probably know why. The smell is great. Eventually, I would want to try one of those. Maybe next year. Yes. The evergreen killer. When you were young, you used to go out in the forest and find a good tree, chop it down and drag it home ourselves. I heard about that because I was speaking with some colleagues from Germany. I told this to Jack and Alex during yesterday's stream. Ooh, look at that. That's nice. For those deer, right? Not foxes. Those would be very big foxes. I think those were deer. But yes, I was speaking with some German colleagues and they told me, interestingly, so let me pose this question first for you guys, for everyone. When do you put up your Christmas trees normally? Early December, early September. When would you put up a Christmas tree? Because I was speaking with some German colleagues and they put up their Christmas trees, believe it or not, December 24, which sounded a bit late for me. And how the conversation started was we were talking non-work related items, right? And I was telling that Mrs. Clumsy put up our Christmas tree, and that my German colleague was like shocked that we were putting up a tree so early, and that's where the conversation started. So apparently for them, December 24 is when they put it up. And it's like also a Christmas family activity of decorating the tree just in time for Christmas. That personally sounds a bit too late for me, but I don't know. Maybe that's a thing, really, depending on the culture. Hey Sky, thank you for 16 months. Hi back at you. How are you doing? Glad you could join. Late November, early December, that's when I would put mine as well. I guess that would be true for many folks in the US, right? Maybe after Thanksgiving, then Christmas is the next occasion. Then before Thanksgiving, it would be all preps about Thanksgiving. Oh goodness. One more bridge shot, please. And then after that would be Christmas preps. Early December, you put the Christmas tree out. You have a fake one nowadays, it's just easier. Your parents always have a real one. And you love the smell. Oh my goodness, I would want to smell one of those. I can kind of imagine how it would smell, but not really. So I think I would have to experience it myself. Pick number 22. Goodness. Then you deliver those trees to big warehouses or small pop-up places which sell them. Usually in the States, you go to farms up in the mountains to pick those up. It kind of makes sense. Yeah, that's where we kind of are, but here in Canada. I'm not sure if it's a real thing that you get these trees from Canada and deliver them all the way to the US. Because I would imagine in the US you would have plenty enough of them already. But maybe, right? And I mentioned that story because what Grey Dog was saying, that you actually go to a forest, chop one yourself, and take that as your Christmas tree. So my German colleague was saying the same, that back in the day, that was what they did. You literally went to a forest, looked for a tree you liked, chopped it down, and took it home with you. Goodness, that's like one for the movies, right? I thought that only happened in the movies. But that's so cool. How would you bring it back home? Would you need a trailer like this, maybe? Or I guess you would be picking not such a big one anyway, right? Maybe you would pick something like that. And I guess there is an art with picking the right one. Ooh, that's heavy. Some people are already buying Christmas trees. Yes, I can imagine. So we are just in time now, as December is almost upon us. Next week it's almost December, right? We will be... So that's why we're delivering these trees now. To... where are we delivering this to? Which store? Sell Goods. What is Sell Goods in reality? Does that represent a real company? We'll probably see the sign later, a bit more accurately. Man, that bridge looks good. Now that would have been a bridge shot. Why didn't I pass through there? How heavy are these anyway? 17 tons of Christmas trees. I'm going to convert that to pounds. That's 34,000 pounds-ish. Maybe 35. Is that the right conversion this time? Also let me know if the engine is too loud, okay? I am loving the rumble, but I'm not sure if you can still hear me. And now we are on cemented road. Oh goodness, that jake brake. 3 stages of jake brake as usual. By the way, has anyone bought the Cummins... No, not Cummins. The i6... What's that engine sound from Zeemod? From the International Lone Star he recorded? i6-15? Has anyone bought it? I was planning on buying it a while ago, but I looked at the truck support. The truck supported by default, and it was only the Lone Star that is included. I don't think even the LT is included. And I was looking for some like the International HX520 from Harvin. It's not there. So I got a bit put off and I didn't buy it anymore. Even the international interior sound pack, I think, does not include other trucks under international trucks. So I was a bit put off and I didn't purchase it. But maybe some of you guys have purchased it and have tried out which mods it supports. Maybe the mods, the spreadsheet just isn't accurate. Hey, maple syrup! Goodness, is this a familiar sight for you? This is how it looks in Canada. I follow a Facebook page of a dog. I think it's a, what's the breed? Samoyed? What's the name? Coconut Rice Bear, I think is the name of the dog. Of the page at least. And the dog, and of course its family, is currently in Canada. And all of these amazing mountains and sights, they are filming her against it. The dog against those amazing sights. So this is exactly the kind of scenery that they are in. Goodness. One more than last time, no more picks. Each bridge gets one pick like this. I cannot help it, it just looks so good. East Canada is much flatter. Ah, I see. Does anyone live in North Canada? So what I notice is like the, how do you say, the areas that are lived in mostly are in the bottom half of Canada, like the lower half. Does anyone live in the upper half, or is that inhabitable? Or is those just full of mountains? Pick number 143. Never visited West, but I want to real soon. It does seem amazing, doesn't it? Me too. The art comes when you place the tree and put the bad side against the wall. I can relate. Because even in the plastic ones, we have those. The one that just doesn't look as real. Place that against the wall and hide it. Just brought in all the outside the house Christmas decorations from the back garage today. Oh. Busy next couple of days putting all that up. Is that part of the chores, Grey Dog? Wifey likes it when the outside looks like a winter wonderland. Take a photo when you can. Looking forward to that. Enjoy. Remember finding the perfect tree on the side of the road. All we had to cut it down was a screwdriver. Goodness. How long did that take? Goodness, maybe half a day? Hear you good in the truck, it's great sounding. Okay, great to hear, great to hear. Thanks, Thor. Yukon area. Maybe? Then is that the north? Hey, Katie. Awesome, man. Thanks for hanging out for a few minutes. Hope everything is well on your end. What happened with the sound? Did we just get an engine malfunction, maybe, is what it was. That is actually interesting. With the route advisor always hidden, you don't get that pop-up anymore that engine malfunctioned. Instead, the engine just dies on you. Much more realistic. Although I would have expected to hear some kind of sputtering. But that was a nice touch. That was fully immersive. Goodness. Wondering what's wrong. Just like in the real thing, right? You would have to troubleshoot and check it out for yourself. Man, first time I had that malfunction with the route advisor always hidden. Don't have any. Actually, I am of the same mind. I'm not very big on decorations, to be honest. But thankfully Mrs. Clumsy is. So she is the one who is usually pushing for decorations, and I'm happy for it. Because it does help the vibe, give that more Christmas feeling. which these days I would want to feel more of. Does the frosty weather mod get installed tonight? Well, that depends on you guys. If you tell me that it looks like that in real life now, I will switch. But I don't think it does yet. Is it wintry in there already, where you guys live? Is it a winter wonderland? I'm not so sure. Oh goodness. Okay, I will try to save up. Hey, drive safely. How's it going? Thanks for joining the stream. Happy Thanksgiving. I always forget where you're based, drive safely. I think you're somewhere in the US, right? You're so global. Okay, looking good. Mr. Itchy Santa this year. If I can find the props, sure thing. I have to remind myself to wash them first. Because I always forget, and yes, it becomes Itchy Santa. When you don't wash stuff before you use them. Oh my goodness, how can you fit in through here? One second, is that thing? Can we hit that thing? I hope we don't get to find out. Yeah, that rock. That side. It's a tradition. Sure, you're filled with vibes, hanging from the gutters here for hours in the cold and hanging lights. Yeah, yeah. Oh my goodness, not a fun experience. Oh yeah. Did you guys see that? Those tires lift from the ground. Those trailer tires. Oh my goodness, that was scary. For a second there, it looked like Fast and the Furious. Winter with slip mod. Oof. Goodness. I always suck at that. I always forget how you should be braking in winter. BC does have snow at the moment. But it is white out. Okay, cool. That is actually accurate because we did flight sim 2 days ago from Prince George to Edmonton. Are those both in British Columbia still? But it was snowing all over. So that is real weather, huh? Nice. That is accurate. Good to know. Yeah, and it was so cold in Edmonton. It was negative 15 Celsius in Edmonton on the ground. Okay, on the ground. And the plane was actually icing. The windshield of the plane was icing even on the ground, sitting on the ground. So, first time I've seen that happen. So yes, welcome to Canada, definitely. What did that say? Big Bar Ferry. What is that? You don't know what that is? Santa doesn't wash his beard. Where he keeps the cookies. Okay, next time I am offered cookies, I will pass then. That doesn't sound very yummy. Sounds very itchy. You guys know what's coming. Photo number 175. Putting up the tree tomorrow. Nice. Just right after Thanksgiving. Sounds good to me. Oh my goodness, look at that view. And you guys are telling me to stop taking photos? No way. No freaking way. Look at how beautiful that is. Ay. There's the thumbnail shot, guys. There's the thumbnail shot. Shoof. I'm happy to see that the late autumn mod is perfectly working with Canada so far. No weird trees or whatnot. The evergreens are still perfectly evergreens. Okay. Never brake in a corner, and if you slide, go on the throttle. Very tricky, goodness. Like you have to reverse your mindset. Instead of stepping on the brakes when you want to stop, you have to control yourself. Hey, Salabones, how's it been? Is it a happy Thanksgiving for you too? Second. Let me see if I missed any messages. I think I'm good. Well, looks like we'll be passing by a viewpoint. Let's go and check that out. Goodness, I'm liking this engine. Very different from the other ones, huh? Very echoey, very bassy. Prince George is in BC. Ah, I see. Ah, okay, but once you go over the Rocky Mountains, we did pass that. And those were looking amazing. That's Alberta. Ah, I see. So Edmonton is in Alberta already. I see, I see. Goodness. But yeah, it was pretty cold in Edmonton a couple of days ago. And I think it wasn't even full on night. It was like, I don't know, maybe 7 p.m., 8 p.m. local time in Edmonton that time. Negative 15. Hello. How cold does it get over where you guys live? If I remember correctly, over in Alex and Rohan's place, it does get pretty cold. I am getting pretty laggy in here. It's like lots of objects in this area, interestingly enough. School buses. It's like a full-on town. Lillooet. Lillooet? And then where does the French-Canadian part start? Is that mainly in Quebec? Is that also including Ontario? There is such a thing, right? And look at those signs. Snowed hard in upstate New York a few days ago. Goodness. Yes, winter is starting to peak out. Turning left here. Most likely snow in Canada. Cold front passing right now on the States. Oh, I see. It's been in the low 20s here at night. -6. Goodness. Is that jacket weather already for you? Sweater weather? Or is that still what do you call it? The tank top weather for you personally? Man, I love that shifting sound. It's perfect for trying to float gears. Sounds so good. Normal temperature for winter is -5 to -10. That's not too bad. Where did I hear? I think it was, who was that YouTuber? Northern Alex, right? Is from Canada, or he lives in Canada now. And I think he was the one who I heard about having a -40, -40 somewhere in Canada. I'm not sure where, but that sounds intense. -40 on the ground. I can't even imagine how cold that is. Okay, viewpoint ahead. I like that sign. I will have to block the road for a bit though. But I think it will be worth it. Florida 80 degrees. Yeah, over here, my colleagues were laughing at me because I was telling them I'm feeling the Singapore winter vibes already. It's pretty cold here. Gets up to 22. At least it feels like it, or maybe 24 Celsius. Yes, Celsius. So that's as cold as it gets. But it does feel a lot colder these days compared to a couple of months ago. So we do feel a little bit of variation as well. Lillywit, what does it, did it say there? Land of the Rugged or something? Man, that looks beautiful. -7 in the mountains tonight. Goodness. -15 Fahrenheit. Big system pushing over Vancouver. Yeah, I'm not even so familiar with the cold fronts and those kinds of things. How does that work? MHL has a free mod to deliver to restaurants now. Is that in the Steam Workshop seller mods? I'll have to have a look. So he adds delivery points to restaurants? That's amazing. I want that. I do want being part of the restaurant supply chain. 24 is a hot summer day. Yeah, that is winter here in Singapore. There is no winter in Singapore. But it's as cold as it gets. Website. Ah, I see. Big ad boards in game. Okay, let's keep an eye out on those ad boards. I should see them as part of his Real Companies mod. Those ad boards. Okay, we'll take a look. Thank you. Sometimes you have to put on a shirt. Okay, so I might have overstated it by saying it's tank top. I stand corrected. What tank top? What top? Bit laggy in this area, but I would say it's worth it given the visuals that we're seeing. Goodness. Alright, so Thanksgiving is almost done. What comes next? Black Friday. You guys planning on buying anything? Have you guys bought anything yet? For me personally, I just bought Zeemod stuff. I bought the Cummins Big Cam and I bought the pre-order of the Cummins N14. But yeah, the IS615, I'm not sure if anyone answered and I missed it. Has anyone bought it? And which truck do you use it on? Because I was hoping to try it out eventually together with Harvin's international, was it HX520? What was my violation? Headlight. Yes. Okay, thank you. Yes, indeed, I'm the only one who gets that violation. Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Poor man right now. Yeah, same here. Christmas is coming, so lots of expenses. And the budget is not very loose this time of the year, this time around. So I'll have to be a bit more creative. The Clumsy strikes again. You'll be in for a treat going from an 80 degree in Florida to 10 degrees in Vermont. Where is Vermont? Where is Vermont? I'm trying to imagine it geographically. I hear about it quite a lot. 10 degrees. Goodness. 70 degrees Fahrenheit is around 24 Celsius, right? So 80 degrees is around 26, 28, I imagine. What did that say? Marble Canyon National Park? It's beautiful. Anywhere you look. You bought a vacuum. Nice. Is it a Dyson? Are you going to record truck soon? I want to buy, in terms of appliances, I do want to buy a, one second, there's another viewpoint here. Come check it out. I do want to buy a simple toaster. Toaster for the bread. Like those things that you, simple things, the ones that you push down and it pops up when it's ready. Those probably go for super cheap. I think I heard some, at least in the US, they are like $5 after all the rebates and whatnot this Black Friday. So that shouldn't be pricey at all. Here in SG, we'll see. Shouldn't be that far away. Okay, that got considered. Thank you. Where are we? Marble Canyon. Enjoy the view, guys. This time I parked properly. Black Friday starts on Thursday. Yeah, even here we have Black Friday sale. In Amazon, it's going to last until the entire weekend, I think. So I'm going to look for a toaster. Nothing fancy. DLSS alternative. No, not really. What is that? ATS has DLSS now? Was that a dog? Did you guys see? That guy had a dog beside him. Looked like a German Shepherd. Very nice. Northeast part of the States is where Vermont is. Ah, I see. Thank you. 60 miles from the Canadian border. Goodness. What state is that in? It's getting dark now. Should start looking for a rest area. Man, so happy that I was able to remove the reddish tinted skies. Was not a fan of that at all. That was, I think, a remnant from the pre-140 lighting. A shark. Hey Matt, how's it been? Glad you could join today. Description of winter in the States. Sorry, I can't click it right now. Is that in response to the cold front? How does the cold front work anyway? Excuse me. So a cold front is like what? Like a block of weather moving from one place to the other. A low pressure area? Is that different? And wherever that thing is, then it gets cold. Is that the most simplistic explanation of it? Nvidia released an update to the optimized supported games with DLSS alternative. Ah, I see. Yeah, the thing is I uninstalled GeForce Experience totally. It's just getting in the way more often than it helps on my end. So I just uninstalled it. The optimize game option more often breaks the game for me, whichever game it is. I tried it before a couple of times. Results were not ideal. So I just got rid of it. Let me know how it works if you get a chance to try it out. But yeah, my trust in it is has not come back yet. So I'm just installing the drivers manually, but not the GeForce Experience itself. Love that jailbreak. Very, how do you say? It's not. It's. How would you describe that? Very vibrating. Ooh, dark now. We have to find a place to rest. And there is a gas station up ahead. Hopefully they have a rest area as well. Might be a good time to also gas up. We don't want to pull a Rizlag over here in the mountains. Might be hard to pull a truck here. Cold front is cold wind blowing from the North Pole. Ah. Meeting up into warm wind, I see. Producing rain or snow, given where it meets, getting closer to the equator. That is an amazing explanation, thank you. That actually makes sense for me. Nice. Cool. So it's always coming from the north. And then how does a cold front move? From north to south until it meets that warm winds from the equator? But then that impact, that area, does it move further? Because who was it who mentioned that the cold front is going to Canada? So it seems like the cold front is coming from the south going to the north. Now the rest area should be over here. The map is accurate. Let's go and get on this lane. There it is, fourth gear. Okay. Can I go and take a left there? Yeah. We bought a Dyson vacuum a couple of months back. It was pretty pricey compared to other vacuums, but no regrets because we bought the one on sale, so it's an older model. This guy's in a hurry. But so yes, it was a bit cheaper than the other Dysons, but still expensive because it's still a Dyson. But goodness, it works very, very good, and it's so easy to do spot cleaning now. Where the heck is the fuel? Oh, it's not here. This is just the rest area by the looks of it. The fuel is actually, I'm not sure. Is this a case of the sunken plate, maybe? That the plate is underneath the ground, so you can't see? 1 second. Let's check it out. Super foggy in the early morning in Jamaica. How do you get winter there? Or how does it work? Should you get... Oh, it's this one. Okay, that's the gas station. This is for cars, maybe. And the rest area is over here, maybe? Yeah, okay, I get it. Gotcha. So we should have turned that way a while ago. Do you have the opposite seasons? Are you in the southern hemisphere already? Well, I would imagine very near the equator. Sure, can we make this turn? A bit tight. Maybe when that truck goes away. Shark is a great vacuum. I'm not familiar with the brand. It's good. Basically in the same region. Okay, good. I can relate to that one. Nice. Tropical marine zone. I see. Cold front usually comes from Canada. I blame blah. Yes, let's... And tag him in Discord while you're at it. My goodness, the tagging is getting crazy. Okay, there we are. Now, that looks like a problem, doesn't it? I don't think we'll fit in through there. Those Christmas trees might get cut in half. Micro living. That might fit better those smaller homes. Let's see if we can fit in here. Oh no. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Also, the bounding boxes are not really one-to-one. They're a bit more advanced. They're not exactly where that like barrier or bollard is. So what I can do is probably... 1 second. Probably go around. Oh yeah, I know what I can do. 1 second. Can probably leave it here till the morning. Yeah, something like this. Don't break our asparagus. Too late. iRobot vacuums. We have one of those. We used it a couple of times, but now that we're mostly at home, we don't find a good use for it anymore. We haven't used it in quite some time because it takes a bit longer, right? When it cleans the room, it goes through stuff like anything that is automatic. It takes a bit longer versus when you do it manually. And if you're in the house, then it kind of gets in your way more because it takes longer and it's noisy. So we kind of prefer cleaning on our own, so it's faster. I think it's useful if you go out of the house and just leave it running or things like that. Okay, this looks good. Gets under places I can't get to. Yes, that's actually a good point. Yeah, that's one of the reasons we still use it when we do use it for cleaning underneath the bed and stuff like that. Where it gets a bit more tricky to reach. Still dark, of course. And it will just get even worse in winter, huh? I imagine. But that truck decided to park there, huh? It's not leaving anytime soon. Where's our trailer? Is it still there? Okay, it's still there in one piece. Good. Let's go through here. I know, right? Doesn't want to leave. I think that's where he slept. See if we can fit through this way. Not so sure that angle will work, but we can try. It did work. Nice. Let's get out. That's it. Looking good. All trees are still intact. Nothing got stolen. Do you see a hole there? No, we're good. We're good. All the asparagus are intact. Goodness, I did notice pretty heavy traffic here in this junction. Might be here for a while, guys. Oh yeah, I heard about that. The Actros 5 got an update recently and they reduced the triangles even more. That's great to hear. How much have they reduced it? But as it was pretty good already. It's like John Ruda, maybe even more optimized a bit before. So now they made it even better. That's great. And now the mirror cams should work perfectly, right? With the release of the DAF XG. My goodness, these guys are relentless. 4 million, not too bad, not too bad. Still a bit heavy, but not too bad. Hey Brady, how are you? Thanks for joining the stream. How have you been? Yeah. Do I need to implement some Manila driving in here? Also, what is that sign? Is that low pressure? Yeah. He got scared. He got scared. Manila driving at its finest. I think we might have low air pressure here, although I don't think I have that ticked. The realistic air pressure thing. Yeah, that might be it, right? The 1 and 2, primary air, secondary air, in the center of the screen. It's in the red. Yeah. So normally I shouldn't even be going. I shouldn't even be allowed to move. There it is. The brakes are charging up. Let's let that guy go until we clear this. There we go. Past the red zone. No more warning. Nice. Doing good, Brady. Doing good. excited for the Christmas season, mainly because I have time off from work planned. I have 2 weeks time off. Looking forward to it. Not traveling anywhere in particular, but we are planning on traveling around Singapore. And it's still days off work, so really looking forward to it. K9 officer. That's awesome, man. That is a great dream. Go for it. You support. Enjoy it. It's a great cause. You don't mind leaving the house just to avoid the cleaning. Yes. Yes, that's a very good point. $4 million came off. Oh, I see. It's not 4 million is left. It's 4 million got removed. Goodness, that's high. Pretty cool. Let me see if I can try that eventually. But yes, there should be, if I remember correctly, an ETS2 Season 2 episode coming out later. And I made a dream board. Dream board. Are you guys familiar with that term? You know how you have like one of those boards that you put on your wall, and then you put pictures of whatever you want to have, what you're striving for, so your dreams, you put it on the board. That's why it's a dream board. Well, I have something like that. It's very rudimentary. Not rudimentary, okay? It's very rudimentary. But I show it later in the episode. The dream board only consists of one image, and that image is relating to the goal for that season. So you might have an idea what that is about already, but that's a bit of a hint. But I like it. I like that concept. Eyes on the prize. Hey Chris, how's it going? Yes, doing good, thank you. Alex and Oscar went to Germany. Think Darius mentioned that about a month ago. What's in Germany, you may ask? Ooh, hey, what is in Germany? Well, lots of things. But any other hints? Is this a new truck? A new trailer? Germans? Oh my goodness. No. I think you should have said 9. Ah, finally, sunrise. We've been waiting for you. The new DAF XF is coming in 143. Nice. What makes you guys excited for the DAF XF, the new DAF XF? That would contain the mirror cams, the modern dashboard and everything, right? And the main difference with the DAF XG is that going to be the size. So it's a bit smaller than the DAF XG. That's at least how I understand it. And now that's a sunrise. Woo. I'm definitely a morning person. Smaller but external mirrors, modernized design. Good. The more variants, the better. The DAF XG is the first of its kind, I think, right? First time they released an XG. And they made that because of the revised laws allowing for bigger cabins or bigger allowances, bigger maximum dimensions or something, so they could build a bigger truck. Goodness. Black Friday sale. That must be where the sale is coming from. Ay ay ay. Bit toasty. A bit too toasty for my liking. Not the toaster I had in mind. What is this trailer? You know, until now I'm not sure where these trailers are coming from. Which mod is adding these? Is this from Traffic Maniac? From Sizzle? I don't think I have Sizzles enabled. Actually, I'm not sure. But I do like them. Looks pretty real. drivebc.ca. Current road conditions. Nice. That's from Traffic Maniac. I see. Haven't updated that in a while. Good that it's still working. Road information, both are open. 97C and you know, that's the interesting thing. I think I brought it up in one of the episodes in ATS OwnUps. Let me show you the map. I find the naming very interesting. If you look here, we have a how do you call these roads again? I'm just going to call it 97, okay? Because it looks like a British Columbia route. Like a state route, a province route maybe. But you have a 97 there, and then you have a 97C intersecting that one. And then it transforms into 5A at some point over here. And then you have a 5. So you have like a number and a number preceded by a letter. Quite interesting naming convention in there. It's not like in the US where each kind of interstate has a different number totally. There is no suffix or something like that. Different way of doing things, huh? Oh, looks like we're entering a brake checkpoint. Traffic Maniac just updated the ATS pack today. Nice. So have a look, thanks. What's a new DAF XF when you have Jasper's DAF? Oh my goodness, Jasper's DAF is amazing. Although I'm thinking it probably is not a stretch to think that he will also mod that in. Oh my goodness, the engine has gone quiet. It just died on me. There we go. Able to save it by floating. Yeah, I don't think it would be a stretch to say that he might also update or modify the DAF XF. And I say that because of the way he named his mod. He calls his mod DAF 2021 Reworks. He didn't stick to only DAF XG. So I'm thinking maybe he's also thinking about that way. But then that might just be my interpretation. Either way, yes, Jasper's staff is amazing. All the possible customizations, and it's pretty polished, and it's free, and it's in the Steam Workshop. So something that we will definitely add to our Convoy when I get to it. A Convoy profile for ETS2. We do have that one, but it's mainly Pomizania. Very nice jake brake. DB Creations, I did use those. The free one at least from the workshop. But only the traffic mod, not any traffic packs. I haven't done those. Do I have to do a brake check? I think I have to. But I was actually not told. Maybe that should pop up here, but because we have the route advisor hidden, it didn't show. Maybe. And it's not really synchronized with the pass, I imagine. And look at this, it even has an icon. Because it looks like the HN immersive symbols mod doesn't convert those into the sewer plate. Maybe that's not built for Canada mod specifically. Okay, there you go. Checking brakes. YouTube actually removing showing the dislikes. A/B tested. I did notice that you can see the number of likes, but I don't think, and you can still dislike, but I don't think it shows the number of dislikes anymore. I wonder what is the rationale behind it. Oh, you actually have a turbo here. It's in the manifold pressure in there. Very nice. Seeing these kinds of sites makes me crave for doing more flying. Beautiful views. Oh, we're in the what do you call this, guys? The Coke highway thingy. Yes, that's why we had the brake check. I think I'll limit myself to, well, 120 is the limit. So I guess we can speed up. It looks like the road is cutting off the lane. Oh, yeah. Pretty powerful shakes. We're actually sustaining, we're actually slowing down. Very nice. I'm not stepping on the brakes at all. Good. I like it. Now we can just coast along. Yeah, the bends in the highway are not bad at all. They are clumsy proofed. I like it. Car speed limit. No, this is just kilometers per hour. That's why the numbers are higher. It would go back to 100 pretty soon, if I remember correctly. Now it's gone down to 110. There you go. A TV show called Highway Through. Oh, nice. They did it here in this area. Cool. Yeah, I think this is a very famous part of this highway. And why wouldn't it be? With this kind of views, right? Hey, Mr. Potato, ATS indeed. How are you? Winter mod so sweet here, can confirm. Oh yes, definitely agree. I think I saw screenshots from Alex. Did you try it out here, Alex? I think so. Winter mod plus ProMods Canada. We'll get into that maybe in a few weeks. Good to hear, Potato. Try the winter mod with ProMods Canada. Yeah, those shots looked amazing. Are you guys lagging? Are we skipping anything? No, I think we're good. It's just my preview that's lagging a bit. Highway through. Ah, I see, I see. So that's the cut-off name, I see. Okay, I think I can fill in the blanks. Okay, thanks. Maybe that's what made it famous, huh? This highway. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure if it will push through, but if it does, I'll let you guys know. Next week, I'm actually planning on meeting up with TKK from ProMods team. He is actually here. I think he's doing his masters, but I plan to get more info. So he reached out a couple of weeks back, and the restrictions have loosened up enough that we can meet face to face. So we'll see if it pushes through. But I will post some pictures if ever. TKK is the guy who made the paint job, the ProMods and Clumsy paint job delivery for the trailer. There we go. Green spots. Whoa, that was the biggest stutter ever. I thought we crashed there. 1 second. Didn't I plan for a stop in one of the mechanics here? Why did that get rerouted? 1 second, guys, huh? Yeah, we should have stopped Merit. Maybe I missed it, huh? Maybe I missed it. And I missed the one in Hope too. So where can we repair? I guess we'll be repairing here on the way. Yeah, back in Bellingham already. Highway through heck, yes. Green spots, Hope Crimes finds a workaround. Oh, green spots where? Where does it get created? When you enable the winter mod? Ah, nothing he can do to fix it. Are there a lot of green spots? Random crashes on Convoy. Yes, has anyone found a reason for the crashes on Convoy with ProMods Canada? Is it caused by a mod conflict, a different mod? Has anyone been able to do a ProMods Canada Convoy here on chat? Get a raise of hands, because we tried that last week and we got a crash similar to what other people are reporting. Hey Gamaste, how are you? How's it going? Green spots in the snow in the winter mod. Ah, I see. I think I've heard of that issue before. Yeah, it's a limitation on... I don't think that's new. But yes, it might not be something that can be worked around. Might have to just live with it. Is it too much? Does it break immersion? How many green spots there are? Yes, this is John Ruda's Peterbilt. It is Beware. SES made some changes where the ground is painted. Noticeable in towns, I see. Right, the engines is the Cummins Big Cam from Zeemods. Hey Rishi, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving, indeed, indeed. Happy Thanksgiving to our friends in the US. How are you doing, Rishi? So yes, I'm really hoping to do a convoy with you guys with ProMods Canada. I'm just not sure how we can do that. You might need like a troubleshooting stream. Basically spend the entire stream just trying to make the convoy work. Maybe we can try removing everything except ProMods Canada just to start off. And if the crash is not there, let's try adding the mods bit by bit until we find the culprit. Or if even with just that, with ProMods Canada only, if it crashes, then might not be able to do anything about that. Yeah. Huge sale from Zeemods. I think, what was it, 50 off for most of the sounds? I got this Cummins big cam for half the price, I think. And he also has the Cummins N14 for pre-order, which is also on a discount. Previous newer map DLCs added colored paint to the terrain. There's no way to remove it. Ah, I see. Is that... one second. So it doesn't only happen in Canada, it's everywhere in the map, in those areas with the newer map DLCs. I see. Nice. Enjoy it, Rishi. It's an amazing journey. I see. Yeah. I think we can maybe just roleplay that in those parts the snow has melted. Will it be believable enough? 30 kilometers per hour up ahead. Let's start slowing down. Right. Commercial vehicles to US border. That's us. Let's see how the guys over at the customs will like these trees. Wonder how the taxes work here. So anyone else got anything for Thanksgiving, for Black Friday sale, for Cyber Monday? Anything planned? Anything bought? Or for Christmas? I was thinking of getting myself a honeycomb Bravo. I don't really need it, and I decided against it because it doesn't really fit in the table and it's too expensive. Like, I'm not even sure if there's stock. Probably no stock anyway. Me? Traffic mod? No, I'm not using any traffic mod at the moment. I am not a huge fan of the traffic mods because they make the AI traffic, the AI behavior worse in most cases. The AI logic cannot deal with high volumes most of the time. They act even weirder than usual. Okay, they're checking the trees. That guy gave a nod. Looks good? Okay, we're good, thank you. Christmas trees are a go. You have a laptop and a PS4. Oh, yeah. I think you'll need a capture card or something. Yeah, might need a different device to do that. Or isn't it possible to stream directly from the PS4? Maybe that can be a good start. Is there like a Twitch app in PS4? I'm not sure how it works. Or a YouTube app, depending on where you're planning to stream. So you don't need a laptop or a PC in between. Your asparagus has passed inspection. I heard great things about that. Green Light Racer mod. Yeah, Green. He's in the Discord too. He was there when it's just beta testing. Yeah, I'm just not keen on traffic mods at all because I've had enough traffic in my lifetime. So I'm pretty happy with less cars on the road. Hey, there we are. Welcome to Washington, guys. Let's go and stop somewhere so I can reprogram my phone. Reprogram the truck into miles per hour. Let's see. Oh yeah, maybe we can reprogram it there in the truck shop. It's coming up ahead. Be a good place to do it. Welcome to the US, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Removing the old cars. Yes, exactly, Miguel. I had to do that every day for years. Don't want that replicated in my sim. Yeah, but I realized how much really traffic costs. Like how much it costs you in time and in, well, because of it costs you how much in time and in money. I think I told this story before, but yes, when we moved from the Philippines to Singapore, the amount of things we can do or we could do when we moved here was, oh my goodness. It's like it was like how do you describe, like I gained half a day is how it felt when I got rid of the traffic. Because before in the Philippines, normally you would plan one agenda for the day. Oh, I'm going to the mall. Oh, I'm going to pick up something. And that's it. That's your agenda for the day. Because the rest of the time you will be stuck in traffic. And if you try to squeeze in more, sometimes you get to do it. Oftentimes not, because you wouldn't have time anymore. So you only had one agenda a day. And then when we went here, we were like, oh, let's go to the groceries in the morning, and let's go and then watch a movie in the afternoon, and go this way and that way, and it's like, and do some chores in the evening. And it's like, oh my goodness, there's so much we can do. But yeah, the traffic is such a productivity killer. Goodness. And it's costing a lot. That's why that's one of the upsides in this. When this pandemic came in, right? It forced a lot of people to work from home. It forced a lot of companies to support working from home. So you don't need to travel as much anymore. So I think nowadays in the Philippines, maybe it's still traffic, but many people don't need to travel as much anymore. Especially if you're in IT. If you're working with computers and you're working with people from other countries anyway. So that's the positive side of it. Tell the mechanic to fix your odometer. Which one is the odometer again? I always get confused with all these meters. And did I miss the mechanic? Did I skip it? Hopefully not. Singapore is better, much better on traffic, yes. But I don't really drive here. Because here, the way they do that, the way they control traffic, is they make the car super expensive. So you have the real price of the car, right? And you have to get like what do they call it? Is it COE? Certificate of Entitlement, I think is the name. Very fancy. But you have to have a certain certificate to drive a car on the road, something like that. And that certificate costs like even more expensive than the car. That the price of that certificate fluctuates year per year. Because the goal is they would make it more expensive so that less people would be on the road. And that way they're controlling the amount of cars on the road so the traffic doesn't get too much. So as an effect, normally the only people who have cars here are the rich people, you know, the rich foreigners, or the locals who have been living here for generations. So they've had their previous generations building their wealth over the years, getting the cars and whatnot. But yeah, me as a foreigner here who's new, who's not rich, there's no chance I will be driving a car. But then again, you don't need cars here. So the public transportation is super efficient, and it's a very, very small country. Like, it's just like a dot in the map, so you don't need to have a car most of the time. Hey, hola, hola. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Adding sounds to the old cars, nice. You can get to hear that soon. What was that? Red signal. Did we have a red signal? My bad. I thought we were green already. Oh, sorry, car. Just in time for the mechanic to fix that scratch that we just incurred. KS, the mini version of the Philippines. Yeah, very good public transportation, exactly. So they don't really need to drive cars here. So I haven't driven in real life in 2 years, I guess. I only drive in real life when I'm in the Philippines. And I haven't gone back there in 2 years plus because of this entire thing. How do we enter? Where is the entrance? Can I see anything? Maybe it's beyond there. One second, maybe it's that one. Oh, this one. Okay, I see it. Right now it's in kilometers. Okay, I see. Thanks. Yes, we'll have to have those all tuned up for miles. The odometer is the total mileage counter, isn't it? I remember it now. It measures the entire distance driven by the truck in its lifetime. Is that something you can... Because normally you shouldn't, right? Be able to. Is that something that people can cheat? Because that's a very important number when buying second-hand vehicles, right? You look at the odometer, so you know how much the truck or the car has been driven. Do some people know, like, cheat that to lower it a bit? Like, I don't know how that works. Hopefully not. Okay, let's get this repaired finally. Oh, nothing. Co-insurance is only 3%. Nice. Hey, Dwarfy! Christmas trees, yes! Now that the Thanksgiving is almost over, getting ready for Christmas. Hey, Cameron! Thanks for joining. Very interesting Twitch handle there. Thank you for the follow as well. Thanks also Zanza for following. How do you type that, Cameron? I would never get to remember all of that stuff. Okay. You can cheat the odometer quite easily. Goodness. Yeah, so you can never trust what really is in there, huh? Okay, let's see. What did I want to change? Nothing really. Nothing here at least. What I wanted to change was over in the gameplay settings. Changing the units of measure. Going back to US standards. So we have... Oh, this is wrong. Remind me again, guys. LB in short tons, I think is what we wanted, right? Short tons is the US tons. I always forget. Goes to miles per hour. 24-hour clock, not anymore. And goes to Fahrenheit. Okay, good. Short tons, thank you. Yes. Tampered with the odometers all the time. Dang it. Would a good mechanic know if an odometer has been tampered with? Or I guess it's a battle of the mechanics in that way. How clean can you tweak it? And how clean and how well can you spot it? Was it 0? Goodness. So now that we have the right unit of measure, how heavy is this load? 19 tons. So 19 short tons is equivalent to what? Like 38,000, 39,000 pounds? Modern digital odometers are very difficult to cheat if you know where to look. Oh, nice. That's good to hear. They're getting around that now. Okay, now everything's in miles. Looks more correct, guys. 83 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't think that's right autumn weather, but that is a side effect of me deleting the climate files. So we are with autumn trees, but summer climate and autumn time of day. It's a bit hybrid. Not ideal, but we can work with that. We reverse the car to lower. So when you go in reverse, the odometer goes back. That's actually a good point. Does the odometer increase when you reverse it? I would doubt it. Like, does it measure the miles you drive reversing? That would be interesting. You used to be able to do that, oh my goodness. Old school. Jack a car up and put it in reverse. And then it would roll away the miles, literally. So that is the anti-aging for the car. You won't fit under a car. I see what you did there. Oh my goodness. Hey Zanza, thank you for the follow again. Thanks for joining. This is the Cummins Big Cam from Zeemods. If you check the mods list, !mods. If you look under the ATS tab, under audio section, it should be there, and there should be a link to Zeemod's page there. And if you're planning to buy it, I would recommend planning it within the day, because there's a sale going on at the moment that this mod is 50% off, and it will only last for 1 day or less. You'll see a timer there in his site how long the sale is going on for. But yes, it is the Black Friday sale. The other jack that's made of steel. Are you saying this jack we have here in chat is soft? Oh, shots fired. Ah, way station. Fine. Oi. Slow it down. Float it up. I'm actually getting the hang of floating now. So much so that I slow down too much. Soft, kind, and awesome. Oh. Nice growly Jake break. That's the term. Growly is what I was looking for. Indeed. I like this sound mod. Very nice. Glad I went shopping on his site. Okay, let's see how heavy we are. 37 tons. So the weight we had was 19. So the truck itself, well, and the trailer is worth 18. Cool. Are we well within the safe limits? Is anyone familiar with the weight limits here in Washington? 30. What did you see? 13? 37 tons. I guess there is a total weight per axle, and there is a total weight that is permitted. Heavy truck. Oh no, I haven't. Tell us about it. I have not been to the SES forums in a while. I wanted to get an idea of how the people are liking the 143 beta, because there have been some changes in the interior cabin sounds, right? The muffling and whatnot. So I wanted to get an idea of how the people like it or not like it. Last time I checked, there was not much discussion in there. Yes, so if anyone has read those kinds of topics, anything sound related, yes, let's start that discussion here. Keep us posted. Looking good. Reading through, apparently the Cummins engine in game is actually realistic. Ooh. And he read it from those samples. I think I saw that. Did he release a new version of that? Which Cummins engine was it? I think he released a new version of something. And yes, he mentioned something about this, just remixing the samples. Coming from Krishbo, I would believe that. So it's really the mixing that is the missing piece most of the time. Because I remember, who was it? RJ Productions, I think, was the one who was remixing standard SES sounds, and they don't sound half as bad anymore. So the raw file is okay enough for a default game. It's just really the mixing is bad. It's not Zeemod's level, what he did there, but it's good enough. It sounds like an engine, it purrs like an engine. Yeah, which Cummins was it this again? Do you remember? I think it was a modern one. X15. Okay. There you go. Yeah, remind me guys, which one is the newest Cummins engine? Which is the one on the modern trucks? Is it this X15 or is it the ISX 15? I always mix them up these days. Well, I always mix them up, period. I can never remember the models. It's the ISX that's newer. I see. So it's the one that Zeemod recorded. I see. This X15 is the predecessor. Okay, gotcha. Thanks. Yeah, I was very tempted to buy the ISX 15 from Zeemods, but I was looking at the trucks that are supported. I wanted to use it for a modern truck. But I didn't see many modded trucks there that are modern. I didn't even see the International LT, I think, in that list. So I'm not sure why. If that's just an old list or it's not really updated. Or maybe I just missed it. So yeah, if anyone has the ISX 15, let me know your experience. I remember Ark was telling that it was great. Especially with the update, it sounded great. How is it in terms of truck support? Because I don't want to use the open definition. Because the open definition only changes the engine, and I want also to buy the international interior pack for it. With the work in progress, it's only for SCS W900 for now. Still polishing it. I see. It's only in work in progress at the moment. I see. Cool. Confusion then. Is this based on experience, Jack? Oh my goodness, might be TMI. The ISX is not newer. Okay. ISX engines stopped being made on 2014. So what replaced it? So is the X15 actually newer? And did I get that in reverse? Or is there something else that's newer now that we don't have a mod yet of? Way station 1 mile. Oh, don't tell me. Let's see if what we draw on the way station lottery. Here we go. Ah, there we go. That's more like it. Finally. Okay, good. Stay here. Newer trucks who run Cummins engines have the X15. Feeling like the one who shall not be named. No, not at all. You're doing it the right way. No, that's great actually. I appreciate that. Thank you. So it's the X15 that's new. Okay, perfect. Then I am looking forward to that. But yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone here has the ISX15 from Zeemods either. So look, maybe it's not as famous as his other mods. FL engine. Close enough. Yeah. X12. What does that stand for? Does that stand for something in particular? The number beside the X, is that, I don't know, displacement, how many liters the engine is, right? Hey Pooh Bear, thanks for joining the stream. How are you? Is there coupons for Zeemods, you mean? I don't think so, but it's already at 50% off. I think that's as discounted as you can get it. Rounded to the next whole number. Ah, I see. So this one is maybe 14 point something. Nice, Zanza. Enjoy. Ah, sorry to hear that, Pooh Bear. Not sure if there's anything I can do on my end though. But yeah, only thing I can advise is don't look at the viewers. For myself, I don't have the viewer count up at all. I don't know how many viewers we have right now, because I want to focus on enjoying the game and enjoying my time with you guys. So I think that's the priority, and the numbers will come if they come. If they don't, they don't. Focus on the game, focus on the chat. If there is no chat at the moment, just focus on the game. That's what I would advise her, brother. That's the best help I can offer. It will lead to a better stream, in my opinion. Don't look at the numbers. Stop looking at the numbers. Because even me, if I look at the numbers, I get conscious about them. So I try to focus on the important stuff for me. Man, love that Jake break. Look at that floating action, right? Getting better at it. Starbucks, anyone? Maybe in the morning, huh? Not tonight. You want a good night's sleep. Went to the international truck website. They're offering the Lone Star in LT with an X15. Nice. Thank you for confirming. X15 indeed. Okay, thank you. And Krishbom, is that the one Krishbom is working on? That's the one that he mentions has the nice sounds from SCS, which would make perfect sense, right? Because SCS is focusing on modern trucks, so modern engines. So the latest probably, or around the couple of years at most. So that would make sense that it's the X15 they have recorded. Whatever is available at the time. The current market offering. Awesome stuff, Miguel. No, that's something I really appreciate. The real life info that is delivered in a very civil and non, how do you call it, elitist way. I can say those kinds of things are really welcome. So thanks. Hey, this is amazing work by MLH. Goodness. I would imagine this is how it would look like in real life. Cool stuff. Okay, 1 second. Where do we enter? I'm trying to read the signs. It's a bit too bright. Exit only. Okay, it's the next one. There's the entrance. It's pretty close to real life. Nice. I would imagine that is how it would look. Do we need fuel again? 3/4 of the way. If there's something on the way, we could take it. Where do you guys want to park? Anywhere actually. You could even decide to just go straight in here and reverse out later on. Is there a, how do you say, when parking in a rest area like this, is there like a etiquette to always face outward, Miguel? Or is it like you can park however you wish? No real I guess there is no rule about it, but like just basic etiquette with other drivers. Good. Eat sounding good, driver. Hey Sweats, thanks for joining. And now we add rain to that mix. Welcome to the stream. Now for the nice vibes. What time is it? It's 5 a.m. So we have around 2 hours, probably a bit more, before we get some sunlight. Dang it. That's okay, we'll make it work. Easter egg hunt. What do you mean, Celebones? Sorry, didn't get that. I think I can just turn around here. 3 a.m. Oh, the billboard. Yes, thank you. Did you see something? I'll have to look then. Let me know when you spot anything. Is it 3 a.m. there, Dwarfy? Goodness. Oh yes, let's get our Starbucks first. There's a drive-thru here. Oh, perfect. Can you fit a truck in there in that drive-thru? Let's try. They might not be very happy with us. And oh no, the Christmas trees. No. Well, the Christmas trees might like a bit of water in there. Right? So 1 second, let's look for the drive-thru. Where is it? It might be best to leave the trailer here. Okay. Might be able to fit better in the drive-thru. Anyone ordering the Christmas drinks? Back a few years ago, I was so fond of the Christmas drinks. What are these normally? Peppermint mocha, the toffee nut latte, and stuff like that. Nowadays, whenever I order, I just order black coffee. Black coffee and a muffin, or a cheesecake if I'm in the mood. Drive-thru, please. Hey, Jaguar. Goodness, 10 months all in a streak. Now that's commitment right there. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Glad you made the stream. Is this the drive-thru? Looks like it. Yeah, it is. Nice. Okay, guys. Doesn't look like Starbucks to me. Looks a bit like a Japanese restaurant actually. Is that katsudon, tonkatsu, ramen? Okay. Pretty cool logo though. Nice job, MLH. Nice job. Yeah, and it can kind of fit us, I think. Okay, I spoke too soon. Oh, no. My bad. Oops. Okay, there it is. Oh, grab it. Why is there a soft drink in there? Maybe that's a frap. Who ordered the frap, guys? 1 second. Reversing into the parking spot makes it easier to get out. Oh, you mean in the rest area? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, so maybe it's just common sense why drivers would park that way. Not really about etiquette or anything. There we go. Grab it quick, guys, okay? I'll open the window and grab it. And we'll make a run for it. Good. Alright. Good. Everyone caffeined up? We're good to go. Come on. Oh, dang it. I'm so close. Man, that is so dangerous. Look at this. The hood, the edge of the hood is right there. But actually, up to that point, you can hit something. Goodness, that's dangerous maneuvering. Maybe that's when a pole would be very beneficial, huh? Picking up food, hey Storm? Yeah, now it makes sense why you need those poles. Are those poles a thing in the US though? I see them more often in the Scania T, right? The poles that tell you where the edge of your truck is. Kind of very practical. But I guess once you get used to your truck, you don't need it anymore. A puppuccino. Or Rex. Yeah, he might like that. Alan, I think, needs all the caffeine though, because he's still sleeping. Might need a triple shot, quadruple shot, espresso or something. Last time he visited Starbucks, got confused with the sizes. You want tall, grande, or venti? There are so many memes about that. Yeah, I saw a video about that. Like someone was asking for a medium, and then the barista was saying we don't have a medium. They wanted tall, grande, or venti. It's like the medium is the middle size, whatever it's called, right? That's at least in my books. That's how it goes. Whatever you call it, medium is like the center spot. But fine. Ride along with the branding. Also, they're saying the venti is not really an accurate name because venti... Oh, I can't remember, but in a different language, I'm not sure what it means. In Spanish, maybe. Isn't venti 20? Or is that vente? But yeah, Starbucks branding. Let me see if I can align here. That looks okay. Oh, there you go. Nice. Surprised that worked. Okay. Good. Save 8 cents. Excuse me. Save 8 cents per gallon when paying with cash. Is that still a thing? I thought they don't allow that these days. That you have a price discrepancy between cash and credit card. I remember there was an issue about that back then. Like you can't have credit cards more expensive. So the merchants, they are smart. They don't really make the credit card price more expensive. They made the cash price cheaper. Oh my goodness. Venti sounds Italian. Venti is 20. Okay, 20 ounces in Italian. Ah, so that's why I see. That's where it comes from. I see. Smart. Venti and grande mean the same thing. Yeah. They just want to make it sound fancy. Although, to be honest, Starbucks, well, I guess this is common knowledge. Starbucks doesn't really have the tastiest coffee, right? If you're just talking about the taste of the coffee. But I think what really wins in Starbucks is the branding of it. and that warm fuzzy feels when you enter the store, when you hang out there. Also, of course, the hipster vibes and whatnot. So it's not just the taste, it's the entire experience that makes it very famous. But yeah, only for taste, I would say, proudly, I would say I make much better coffee than Starbucks. If I make my own coffee at home, it would taste a ton better. Because the beans we use are much more fresh in my books. They do have those Starbucks Reserve though. I guess that would be from the US, but it's over here in Singapore as well. Starbucks Reserve is where they actually have like specialty coffee. So it's not those normal beans they use. That's when it gets very nice. So at Starbucks Reserve, they make quite nice coffee too. But the normal Starbucks is mostly for the vibes for me. The rain finished finally. 1 second guys, let me catch up to chat. There's a big green asparagus hauling truck tearing up our drive. Well, good thing we got away with it. Picking up foods. Yes we did, Storm. Yes we did. A New York cheesecake. Oh, I love those. I love the New York cheesecake in Starbucks. Volvo classic sound. Yeah, I wish so. I wish for that too. Especially the interior sound. I think it's good enough if we use the Volvo FH sound he has, right? It's close enough to the classic maybe. It's just that the open definition would only change the sound of the engine but not the interior. That being said, would you guys be interested in changing the sound of the Volvo we have in Season 2? ATS 2 Season 2, we are driving a Volvo Classic. And we are using Krishbom sounds with the fan at the moment. Are you guys interested in changing that up to a Zeemod sound one? Because the Volvo FH sound from Zeemod is very good, right? I think we can use the open definition for it. Let me know if ever. A lot of fuel stations have different prices for charge and cashier now. Oh, so it's still a thing, I see. Yeah. Although these days, I think it's also becoming common the contactless thing. So not only in terms of credit cards, but Apple Pay, I think is getting very famous in the US, right? Or maybe in some parts of the US. In the podcast I listened to that's US based, they talk about Apple Pay being the norm now. They don't carry as much cash anymore. But maybe that's in their state. I think they live in Texas. Oh, this is the bridge that actually, a literal drawbridge. Let's take a photo here. Yeah, we've turned already, guys. We are now traversing the coast here. All throughout this trip, I think we'll be hugging the west coast. Entering Oregon now. Nice. Yes, going to California. Welcome back, Scotsman. We'll take a photo at the end of the bridge. Hey, game theorist. There we go. 20 is 20 ounce. So 20 is 20 indeed. Yes. Yeah, it sounds familiar because yes, we do have a bit of Spanish in our Filipino language. And we have our share of Spanish exposure. So 20 sounds very familiar to me. 20 is 20. Beautiful. The Volvo 2012 sounds were only working with the Zeemod engines. Can't do the small cabin in 2012 Volvo cabin, the sunroof is too much. Apple Pay, Google Pay, Cash App, those are the ones. You're getting traction. Nice. Ah, there you go. Ah, you're from Texas, Jaguar. Nice. Awesome, man. Mostly contactless now, yeah. It's great to see that. It's very convenient, isn't it? It's the same here in Singapore. I rarely use cash anymore. You still use the old-fashioned debit or credit card. All good, all good. Whatever is convenient for you. ATS DLC guy. Spotify ad, I like that. Digital pay overtook cash pay in the US 2 years ago. I guess the I guess the entire pandemic thing also helped with that, right? Because with the pandemic, more contactless stuff was promoted as opposed to cash, where you have more chances of transmitting the virus. So contactless ways have become even more promoted. Makes sense. Oh yeah, the text changes in 143. I don't actually know the extent of that. Oh man, look at these autumn trees. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. I don't actually know the extent of that. I thought they were only the UI text changes, like in the main menu, the root advisor. Would they also change the actual signs here? That would be great. Looking forward if I can notice the difference then. Cash only for you, but you're old. All good, man. All good. Yeah. There is nothing that beats the... How do you say? It really feels tangible when you have cash, right? And it's also easier to control. You have that physical aspect of it. Heavy. Oh, the what they call this again? The double layered bridge, or whatever you call it. Which lane we should be at? I don't know. The GPS is not very clear on that one. I would say south. Yes. I-5 south. Okay, I think this is the one. Salem. Stay in the right lane. Beautiful sight there. Elevated highway. I love these types of things. And then crisscrossing with other layers like so. This is beautiful. Here we'll take a photo. Welcome to Oregon, everybody. Even had a cable car in front of us there. If I see that cash leaving my pocket, I'll be less likely to spend. That's very true, yes. Like the cash envelope system and whatnot, those are more easily enforced with cash than with an abstract thing. Although it depends on your style too, but yes, by default. Still, cash is king, right? Take a shot from the other side here. Unless you want to hide your transactions. Yeah, it really depends on where you're from and your preference, what you got used to. I quickly adapted to the contactless way. I just found it very convenient. But yes, not everyone will feel the same. One thing that I wish would become a thing here in Singapore and in the Philippines is the digital sign, digital signatures. That's a thing now these days, right? In the US, in the UK, I've signed some contracts for some sponsored work, right? In the train sim stuff, the PC building stuff. Those had contracts which required to be signed using DocuSign. So digital signatures work well. But here in Singapore, I don't think it's still a thing. Here we are still required to print the document, sign it, scan it, and then send it. It's a bit old school, a bit of a hassle. Goes for all signs too, the improvement 143. Nice. Have you tried 143 yet? Did you notice any change? It's a promising one. I didn't think that was a big thing, but yeah, that could be. Good spot. Love DigiSign. It's DocuSign, so awesome. I definitely agree. It's so convenient. And I think you can use that in legal documents, right? Like I don't know. When you're leasing out property, when you're renting property, maybe all the legal documents are compatible with that. Scotsman came alive with train sim. Paid in cash for the GPU, so there is no trail that your wife can see. Oh, sneaky. Yeah, there was one time, me and Mrs. Clumsy, we went to a restaurant. Not really a restaurant, but one of those, I'm not sure if you could classify it as a restaurant. It's an open area, al fresco eatery, let's say. Yeah. And it only accepted cash. Those are far and few now these days in SG, but there are still some of them. And I almost could not pay. I think we had to wash the dishes. I was thinking we would need to wash the dishes because I forgot I didn't have any cash with me anymore. I think I had like $10 and it was nowhere near the price we had to pay. But thankfully they had they had one way of a contactless payment, so I was able to pay it off still. That's when I realized I had to withdraw money already. Man, I love the trees. That's the vibe. Your Christmas trees are coming, guys. Hang tight. Have I been to California since the rework? Yes. Immediately after, I think I was in a convoy with Jack and Alex. The reworked areas are nice, but I think they are still far and few. There's not much that was reworked yet, is what I got from that. Although what was reworked looked very nice. I would estimate around 10% of California maybe got reworked. Maybe less. Not so sure though. Don't quote me on that. There we go. Knows too much already. Al fresco. No, I'm just no, it was actually Thai. I'm just highlighting that it was fresh air, so I mentioned al fresco. It was open air, but yeah, it didn't really say al fresco in the shop. Southern Arizona needs a major rework. It's so old. Yeah, the old areas really feel old now, no, don't they? tried that last week, Dwarfy. It was not successful though. The game crashed. So until we can find the cause of that crash, unfortunately we cannot have the convoy. I really wanted it. I set up the profile and everything, shared all the mods, the load order. But yeah, it's crashing for some reason. So if you guys can help with that, I'd really appreciate it, because I'd also love to have a convoy with you guys. So right now, the only way we can have a convoy is if we don't have ProMods Canada in there, which is a real loss, right? Those sites are amazing. Have you done a convoy, Dwarfy, in ProMods Canada? Has anyone done a convoy successfully in ProMods Canada? Because we're getting conflicting results. Some people are able to do convoys fine. Some people are getting the dump, the crash. And we're not yet sure what causes it. But we have heard that some people can do convoys just fine. It just so happens that I'm unlucky. I'm on the other side of that gap. One second. Let me check our route. Maybe it reset. Because I removed... Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, my bad. I was thinking, why are we on I-5 when we could be on the side here? Yeah. You know what? No, let's just take through here. We're not hugging the coast anymore. I forget that whenever you really remove the trailer, when you get back to it, the routing will reset. You lose all the GPS markers you put in. That's why we are on I-5. Yes, we've had the dev file from the workshop only. That's the one we're using. We've done it twice with different people. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Not sure why. UK ETS2 sounds good. Yeah, that sounds good. I haven't done a convoy profile in ETS2 yet. Maybe I should start one. It's just such a hassle to set up the profile from scratch. But I should get to it eventually. Hope so too, Miguel. Yeah, drive safely was in there. Tapped at the mechanic, that resets it to... Oh my goodness, really? Dang it. Yeah, so many impediments to a proper routing. I hope those get improved later on. Yeah, it should work, but it doesn't for some reason. All the files are from promods.net except the dev file comes from the Steam Workshop. That's what we did. Did you have other mods enabled or only ProMods? Maybe it has a mod conflict somewhere with other mods, because we did have other mods in. Hey Pink. Yes, this is John Ruda 389 with this Zeemod's Cummins Big Cam engine sound. Right, for Convoy we don't use the dev file from the site. We use the one from the SES workshop, the Steam Workshop. AI, come on. Merge properly. Had a Volvo VNL mod and a BMV in a camper truck or something in the Lambo. Okay, so sounds like you had other mods too. Not sure why it wouldn't work for us. And yes, we were doing things correctly as far as I know, because we had Nathan from ProMods team driving with us there. So he was also checking the load order and that the def file was correct. And it was. But yeah, we all got the crash. So I'm not sure why. Hope no bugs on the Christmas trees. Can't guarantee that. It did rain and everything already. Hey Miguelito, thank you for the follow. Are you from Brazil? Is that what the BR stands for? Thank you for joining. Drove with Nathan too. Oh, nice. In there it was successful. So it might be the, I don't know, load order combination, or some mod that conflicts maybe. Maybe I'll try to trim out the mods that are enabled, put it to the absolute minimum, and then we'll see if it's caused by anything. Is this the... Okay, I was thinking why that guy wasn't moving. Real tree, nice. Congrats to RP. I hope to have that one day. Maybe next year. I would want to know that smell, that pine tree smell. Oi, Calvin. In that trailer. Yeah, Miguel is also part of the unlucky camp, getting that crash. Unfortunately, ProMods team is also unable to help with it because it's such a tricky thing. It happens for some and not for others, and there is no clear distinction. There's no clear message why it happens. It just does. The realistic road mod. I don't think we had it enabled. I don't have it enabled anymore for now. I'm okay with it not being on. A100 Krishbom Sound Smarties wheel pack. Yeah, that might be the next step. Only having ProMods Canada in there, because if that still fails, then there is no other, I don't know what else to do. Yeah, exactly, Calvin just passed us. Yeah, no traffic pack mods. Calvin got inspected. Most common tree is fir tree. Oh, I see, not always pine. I'm not really familiar how that looks. Maybe they all look the same to me. Not rudimentary, no. We only had freeware mods, and most of them were from the Steam Workshop. The only local mods we had were the ProMods map and the Krishbom sounds. Everything else was from the Steam Workshop. Yeah, if you really want a Convoy in ATS, you might have to remove ProMods Canada, because we have done a Convoy before in ATS without ProMods Canada. That one worked. But when we added it in, that's when the crashes happened. So I'm thinking that is where the conflict is. It's tricky though. Very tricky. Might have to spend some extra time to troubleshoot it. That was not enabled either. No. So literally the only local mods we had was ProMods and Krishbom sounds. Everything else was from the Steam Workshop. You can go to the mods list. Actually, yes, you can still see it. If you want the full list, go !mods go to the Convoy tab. Those are the exact mods that we tried to use. That's what caused the crash. Yes. And I'm not sure which could be the culprit there. Thanks, Alex. Mexican boat. Please no. You guys think we can finish this delivery? I think the odds are not in our favor. How many miles do we have to go? We have 30 minutes left. And we're still in Oregon. Google Maps. That does sound sensible. We could try removing it, yes. Jack, is that you? Jack personified. The rain can also be a problem. That's the first millisecond, yeah. Maybe I think it's the Google GPS might be a possible cause of the thing. When you press M, it causes the crash. Maybe. We had Google Maps before though. The Google GPS mod was working before without ProMods Canada. But it might be the one conflicting with ProMods Canada. That's true. It could be. What's happening here? Merging problems. Doing Jack's job. Time to unleash the jet engine. It's not updated to show anyone in Convoy yet. Google Map confused and crashed. Oops, sorry. 675 miles in 30 minutes. Doesn't sound good. Especially in California with 55 mile speed limits. Dang it. Rocky road signs weren't in Google Maps UI. Yes, that's true. But I was able to use it in single player. Fine. It didn't crash. In Convoy, that might be a different story. Maybe. That can be a possible test, yes. We can try removing it and see. Maybe we can do a troubleshooting stream next week. Let's see. Let Alan drive, he'll get us there, yeah. It's time for the expert to wake up and take over. Let the pro handle it. That workshop dev file. Yeah, that's my feeling too. The workshop dev file might be causing it. But some people are able to drive fine, so it's a bit tricky. Not sure. Might be conflicting. That ProMods dev file might be conflicting with Google Maps. That could also be a thing. So yes, I think first thing to try is removing Google Maps and see if it works then. Or we could try it as is, and then when it crashes, then let's remove Google Maps. So it's really going to be a full-on troubleshooting stream. Might be painful to watch, but the results might be beneficial in the long run. Might also help out ProMods team, right? So we'll do our fair share of troubleshooting for them. Map overlay is not active in single player. We'll try to replicate that. Yeah, that's a good test. If pressing M will immediately crash the game because of Google Maps. And then we can remove it. Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, the log was not very descriptive. Didn't say anything about what caused the crash. So if you could join next week's Bones, that would be perfect. You can pitch in with your ideas and let's test it one by one. Love that sound. Perfect. I like that. It's Jake breaking all over. Convoy is next week. Well, troubleshooting Convoy stream is next week. I'm not sure if you guys are okay with that or are okay to join that, but yes, I would love to try it out and figure it out once and for all. Thanks, Bones, appreciate that. So yes, if we don't get a crash, then it's a Convoy stream. If we get a crash, then it's a troubleshooting stream. I would imagine we would get multiple crashes. So it's a troubleshooting stream, but hopefully somewhere in between the stream, somewhere in there, we find the secret ingredient that will fix it. We find the culprit, we remove it, and we get a proper Convoy then. So yes, let's try that next week. Sounds good to me. Hold down, go boom stream, exactly. That would be the perfect description for it. The yellow sock. Apparently, what was that again? Seatbelt? Yeah, I think we're entering. This is part of the recreated California area already. Looks great, doesn't it? Looks amazing. Yeah, really feels like modern SCS mapping techniques here. And then later on, I'll let you guys distinguish when we get to the old areas, because you will notice it for sure. Everything will look like squished and not as spacious. Oh, that is interesting. That can be, Miguel. That can also be that the definition file, even if it's not active, could still be considered if it's in your mod folder. That can be true. It's a good point. We should try that out. Oh, this is something that also the immersive symbols has to replace. The agriculture icon. Okay, go and check. Oh, are we allowed to do this? Is this agriculture related? Probably not, right? Yeah, let's see what they have to say. They're inspecting each and every tree for bugs. Yikes. Okay, for some magical reason they cleared us. Not complaining. Just take it and go. Yeah, that's a very good point, Miguel. Let's test that next week. So one thing to test is removing Google GPS mod. So, but first, we have to have a baseline. I want to replicate the issue. I want to replicate the crash. So we'll have everything as is. Whatever you see in the Convoy tab in the mods list, that's what we'll be using for those who want to join this troubleshooting stream. And then we will try our best to replicate the crash. We'll press M, we'll do all sorts of stuff to replicate it. And once it's replicated, then we'll do those suggestions. Because I want to be sure that it's a crash caused by that one of the mods or something. Christmas is not ruined. Trees are agricultural as well. So they got probably inspected for all kinds of critters. 12,000 bugs. Please stand on the white line. California is very strict. That's a very nice way to put it. Yeah, in the most civil way possible. Coca-Cola powder on the tree. What do you mean, Rishi? Sorry, I didn't get that. What's a Coca-Cola powder? Sounds good, Dwarfy, sounds good. Any help you can provide will be greatly appreciated. So I think we can do this, guys, if I kind of speed a little, just a tad. Our engine can handle it for sure. Jet engines, engage. Afterburner. Time to step on the gas, literally. Whole setup is still in boxes. No worries, Miguel. I mean, your suggestions are more than enough. The ideas you have are more than welcome already. So even if you can't join the convoy itself, you being in chat is more than enough. Thanks. That's great. Nominate Miguel to be the game crash supervisor. There has to be someone who counts the number of crashes. Do I have to have a wallpaper? Something like, boom, you crashed. Instead of the Switzerland. Oh, maybe I'll change my wallpaper if I remember. I'll change it to the ProMods screenshot we had, that last screenshot you can remember, where the truck was tipped over. I'll have that as the wallpaper. So every time the game crashes, we see that truck. We know exactly what happened. Yeah, that might be nice. Adding salt to the wound and whatnot. Evasive maneuvers, state patrol on our tail. They'll never catch us. My goodness, it's a bit skimpy down here though. I think they're blocking me off. Is it time for some Manila driving, guys? I'm a bit rusty, so we'll see how Manila drivery I can get still. Supervise every crash. Nice. Okay. How's the view? Is this old or new California yet? You guys think? Not so sure actually. Not so sure. Feels still new to me. Ten minutes to go. Yikes. The engine sound pack. Get gas. We do have more than, well, less than half, that's true. But I think we can handle it. Less gas means less weight as well. So that might help. Help with the speed. Less drag. Okay, so it's still new. It does look very expansive still. Is this Reading? Okay, this is Reading. So we're going to cross it now. Helicopter! Ooh, that sound. Hear that engine purr. It's a bit laggy though, isn't it? Oh, Reforma areas. Oh, we won't see it in full SCS because I do have Reforma in here. So that kind of picks up from some of the lacking areas. So we won't get the full old SCS treatment. Although I think there will still be some areas that would show it. Don't know what lines are. Every part is the road. Yeah, as long as you can squeeze in, you can squeeze in. Yes, Brady. G27. Logitech G27. Goodness, that guy. That might be a fellow Manila driver. Not too shabby. Okay, up ahead. Seeing a few cars in both lanes. Someone finally caught us. There is a very wide shoulder here on the left though. So we might be able to get a bit creative and just do this. For those who just joined, welcome to the stream. I don't normally drive like this, don't worry. We're just rushing. We have get the righties. Going all G now. The shoulder master. Yes, I learned that from Chi. Saying hello Manila style. Yes, artificial idiot. I can actually feel the engine vibrating, guys, because I have engine resonance on the FFB, and as I'm maxing out my engine right here, I can actually feel the vibrations. The cop car noticed how fast we were driving. Good. The new Thrustmaster you won last SCS stream. Yeah, I wish. They didn't bite. They didn't bite at my hint. Now when Mrs. Clumsy told me that I was hinting at them, I was like, really? Was I? And then when I heard myself again, I was like, oh yeah, it did sound like I was hinting a bit. But I wasn't really. But it did sound like that. So if they bite, I won't refuse it. A GIF or a video. When something goes wrong. Yeah, that's true. I can set that up in the stream. Yes, if you guys have a suggestion on which exact GIF that is, we can have that. I know who was it? He's an ATS streamer. Well, he streams other stuff as well. Raya Stream. You guys have watched him? He is mostly on Facebook gaming, I think, but he has some videos in YouTube. I think for his stream, when something goes wrong, it's like these potatoes get thrown at him. So it's something along those lines, some fancy stuff. When he crashes into something, like potatoes get thrown, virtual potatoes at that. Start ramming people. Not if I can help it, but if there's no choice, like I think right now, you might just need to. Please fasten seatbelts. Trying to get to the nearest restroom. Yes, exactly. That there is a Filipino expression about that. But yes, that is the equivalent. He's really rushing to the restroom. It doesn't translate very well. But yeah, in Filipino, it's more brutal. That expression is a bit more brutal, a bit more straight to the point on what he's trying to do, what we're thinking he's trying to do. After a while, yes, it's not instant. That's why it's so frustrating. It's not easy. It's not even an immediate crash. Five minutes after, 30 minutes in. Oh my goodness. Almost like Raya stream na. The Manila Marauder. Oh yeah. When you need to go, guys. So this is why we're rushing. I think this car will be the first casualty. Oh, actually, look at that! Fast and the Furious, sneaky stuff. Ooh. I'll take it. Not yet. I would not crashing yet into others, but I think it will come pretty soon. Alan is hiding his eyes, yeah. So that's why Rex is all turned away. That explains his pose now. He knows what's coming. Ooh. But yeah, the highway... Goodness, that stutter. The highway is pretty wide, but I think this is Reforma area near Sacramento. We have 4 lanes, goodness. Thank you, Reforma. An outlaw stream. Yeah, this is the best I can offer there. From time to time we are acting like an outlaw, but I'm normally not a fan of this kind of behavior. I normally like to play by the rules, drive as realistically as possible, but like I said, when you have to go, you have to go. And everything else is secondary. Woo. Drive a sedan or a pickup in ATS. It is possible, but there are not many mods out there that are nice for cars or pickups. Yeah, so it's not very nice experience. Hey, Cesar! Goodness, yeah, we're rushing it. I missed the message. 1 second. Cascade Freightliner. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Someone was posting photos of that. Who was it? Was it Calvin? Someone else in Discord. It's very nice. Motorhome. Hope I saw it. Which one? The ad? No, for sure I didn't see it. I'm driving at 85 miles per hour on the road, swerving left and right. I will not be able to look at any ads, unfortunately. I didn't see it. Or is that something I should have seen? But yes, I'll have a look at that. That mod that he has. I'm holding it in. Yes, holding it in, but getting really close. Come on, car. Move to the right. If not, I will move you to the right. Thank you. Oh no. I missed the sign. Yes. Yes. Definitely did. From the sound fixes changelog, additional sound state for when a biplane is stationary. Oh, you added that. Drive safely. Yeah, I remembered when we were trying to do a convoy, you spotted some stationary planes, and you said that would be a nice addition. That would be nice to add sounds too. Thank you for adding that already. Goodness, that was fast. That was only a week ago. Awesome stuff, man. Looking forward to... Maybe we can start that at the exact spot next time. Next week. During our troubleshooting stream so we can test it out. Hey, pitcher! Yes, 1440. It's good, good. It all depends on your rig. But if your rig can handle it, you can drive at 1440, even at 4K. How are you doing, pitcher? Used to be paid mod, now it's free. Nice. So I guess that would be more for free roaming, right? That motorhome. You can't really take jobs with it. Hold on the road trying to get an area to use the restroom. I'll be sweating. Sweating the cold sweat, right? It's not just normal sweat, it's like the cold sweat. And then the closer you get. You get what I mean? I'm sure we've all had experiences like this. Drive safely, working fast. Use the air horn, they will move. Oh yeah, I like that horn. Oh, this guy. Don't swerve left. Next time I'll drive in instead of quick travel to not break immersion. All good, man, all good. Quick travel is perfectly fine. He's already ready for 145. Burned some money on a few mods. Nice. Perfect for Black Friday sale, right? Same here. I bought a couple. 10600K 2070 Super. Oh yeah, definitely. Sounds like 1440 should be more than okay for you. Yes. Goodness, the steering wheel is going like this. Because of how much the engine is roaring at me right now. The cold sweat, the closer you get, the more painful it becomes. I think pregnant women will not agree. I think that's a huge understatement for them, but I get your point. Oh crap! There we go. We just nicked him a bit.
A few moments later.
Oh, how far do we have to go, guys? Okay, we are now officially in the old area. Old unmodded area. That's why the roads became so skimpy. Good thing it's night. We can see it so much. 210 miles out. That will buff out, yes. Okay, I think we can do this. Extend a few minutes. See how high we can fly. That can work. Looking good. Both hands on the wheel. Vibrating like crazy. Engine resonance for the win. We saw a shooting star there, was nice. The first casualty. Exactly. First of many, I think. Wish it was daytime though. What do we throw at you? Spoiled eggs. No. DHL trucks, please no. Do shooting stars make sound? Is that the next project? Drive safely. Oh my goodness. Maybe they will make a whoosh sound. Maybe that was more like a meteor. Whoosh, boom. Coffee. Throw coffee. Coffee beans. Yeah, exactly. Telebones. Ducks. Ducks that don't fly. Oh, come on. No. Way station. California and its rules. Oh my goodness, I think that advice on the fuel was a well-founded one. Because now we might just pull a Rizlag before we get there. That would be super anticlimactic. Ay ay ay. Oh no. No 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 no. Oh. Oh no 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 no. Please call truck care. We're back. We're back. What's the state of our engine? 21% damage on the truck. Yikes. Yeah, it's been through a lot. I don't get the digital speedometer anymore. This truck has no brakes. We need a runaway truck ramp. Zeemods is full of them, I know, right, Jam? It's like out of the 111 mods I have, it's like half of them is from Zeemods. Oh goodness, there's a fuel stop there. You guys think we should continue? Nah, let's just continue. And then if we run out of fuel, there's this emergency services thing, right? So we can try that one. Bro, it's a plane. Goodness, how much this guy just drinks fuel when you really put it pedal to the metal. 115 miles. Still, I would have thought it would be close by now. Can make it. No emergency refuel, but maybe emergency services with these guys. Oh, they actually made past that guy. I was expecting a crash at some point. Okay, smart move, man, smart move. Get out of the way. So unprofessional. So race laggy. Getting emergency fuel sets you back 200 miles north. Hopefully not. Okay, we have to turn left. Okay, on the left lane. Nice. Right? This is the one? I think so. Passenger cars. Why did the GPS tell me to go this way then? Okay, fine. That is the least of our concerns right now. Abiding by the laws is not really a big concern at the moment with all the ones that we're breaking. Yeah, don't crash. That would be ideal. Okay. On the red mark. We'll see. Oh, is it uphill? It is. My engine is struggling a bit. No! Don't lose momentum. Miles to empty. I can't change it anymore though. Too much damage. It just says please call truck care. Oop, now. Yeah, I broke the computer. I think in the last collision. Here we go. Oh, I don't have 8 high anymore. Dang it, I lost my last gear. That will make it very noisy and very expensive on the fuel. Let's try and coast and save up with the fuel when we can. It's downhill anyway. Oxnard, is that where we're going, Oxnard? Yes. Get out of my way! Now this is Manila driving at its finest. Why stop at that line when you can sneak in a bit out here? Right? Shortcut. Perfect. About 20 minutes in, no crash on convoy mode. Right now, well, you never had a crash with a Dwarfy, right? Oh, you're using the same mods in the mods list, is it? Convoy tab. Say mods. Okay, cool. Can you press M to see if it will go and have an error? Do you have other people with you in the convoy, or are you alone? That might also be a factor. The state in ATS period followed by 2 kappas. Yeah. No, but yes, when it gets remade, it will look better, I think. Because the remade areas are very nice. And that guy. You're alone, yeah. Might be a factor, but maybe it still can replicate, we'll see. Hey bot, how are things, man? We're just rushing here. Trying to make it to the destination as fast as possible. I'm out, eh? Who? Two wheels in the door. Not sure about the door part, nor about the wheels part. Almost there, guys. I can see the destination up ahead and I'm coasting here. So we're saving up a bit of fuel on the way too. So I have to slow down anyway. Got a little damage, I see. Just a tad, man. Just a tad. Oh, look at that maneuver. Beautiful. We're here, guys. We're here. Now we just have to make that sliver of fuel enough for reversing. We're golden. Man, you hear that idle sound. First time I noticed it. Very nice. Christmas tree is almost there. Guys, going to hit that cone. Oh no, that's okay, he'll live. Okay, just here. There's the cone, still intact for some reason. I'll take it, straighten it out. Looking good. Okay, I think we're out of fuel? No. I just killed the engine. The suspense is real. I thought we ran out of fuel literally inches from the destination. Oh my goodness, that was suspense. Okay, I think that's green. How much fuel do we have left? Minimal. That would have been hilarious. Yeah. More concerned of hitting the cone than the DHL. That's very true. Oh, we did it! 1,632 miles all in one stream. I'll take it. No damage. No damage on the Christmas trees. Can you believe it? I surely can't. Yeah. Okay. Have to go, guys. Have to go to the restroom. Have a good one. Thank you for staying. Sorry for the extension. Clumsy Trucking. Happy Thanksgiving again to our US friends. And catch you guys in Discord. Happy weekend. Thanks, Clumsy Trucking. And bye-bye. Thank you. Troubleshooting stream next week. Hang tight. Bye guys. Have a good one.